Okay, guys, I got like 10 minutes. Someone is wanting to reach out. I know it's like someone who's passed on. Like, I'm getting this very strongly. I'm thinking that it's a feminine energy. It could just be someone who is more feminine. You know, obviously I pulled these out and I kept hearing butterflies. So I looked up at the hand right there and there was butterflies, so either way, I don't know if they're saying that, that they're beside you when you see butterflies, or something's gonna happen. You'll feel like a tingle or whatever. I don't know. But when I went to grab the cards, my dice fell and it fell on 1-5. I don't know if the person was 15 when they passed. I don't know if their birthday was the 15th or if they were, I hope they weren't 6 when they passed. Or 51, or if they were born on the 6th. I don't know. But I'm kind of getting a feminine energy, but this feminine energy has something to say. Or they're saying something's going to happen on the 6th or the 15th. Yeah, look. First card that pulled out, Ancestor Guides. Okay, so they've got you in alchemy. I don't know if you're manifesting something or if you're praying. I don't know if you're praying today. Praying about change, or feeling like nothing ever changes. And you're wanting the clarity because stuff keeps happening and it keeps triggering you, and you're suffering because of things that happened in the past. There could have been secrets that threw you into a dark night of the soul. I don't know why my screen looks so dark. I even have an extra light. Okay. Yeah. Okay, under the deck, what they're wanting you to find is a renewal or a spark within you. Okay, let's see what we've got here. They want you to find your confidence. I think they're feeling like you've lost your confidence in yourself. I'm being drawn to this angel here, and they have their hand over their heart and their light. Spirit is saying, don't close off your heart, because possibly if someone did something to you in the past, it triggered past pain, or they could have hurt you, or you could be going through a breakup. I don't know. But they're saying, do not close off your heart, because that's where your light is. That's the light that you shine the brightest. Truths are going to come out, and it's going to shine a light on things. So just don't close off. That's a lot. All right, what butterfly do you want, Spirit? What butterfly do you want, Spirit? I don't know why the butterfly was upside down. That's weird. Okay. So this week you could be helping somebody. And while you're helping this person is going to help you see from a different side. It's like, you go to talk to someone and you're helping them, but in return, Spirit's going to help you by helping them. Yeah. But you could be wore out because of your emotions. Like, your emotions could be going haywire right now. And Spirit is saying, get some rest. Some of you guys are going into hermit mode because of things that are going on. What advice do you have for my collective this week, Spirit? Ooh. There was someone in your energy who came in and took something from you. I don't know if you had a breakup and they took a piece of you. Like, they come in to take, to hurt you. You're in the fucking Ten of Swords energy. Like, this person has hurt you. They've lied. They've cheated. They've deceived you. And they put the last sword in your back and then took all the swords that weren't in your back and to take them back to their house. It's like, hey, I'm going to go ahead and steal these weapons that you have on your side, your 10 swords. I'm going to go ahead and stick all of... I'm going to take your 10 swords and I'm going to, you know, stab you in the back with them all. So this is somebody who's going self-reflecting. They're looking at self. You know, they're trying to isolate and so they could talk to divine. You know, because in the Hermit card, which this is a Virgo card, the Hermit card, the star that's in there is the Star of David. It's the star of the light, you know. The star actually makes two triangles. The triangle facing up and the triangle facing down, and they overlap, which is, you know, as above, so below. It's the connection between man and God. Some people could just be looking up to the stars, like praying. Someone at nighttime could be praying for someone to help, for God to help them through, because they feel like they're stuck. They feel like they're burdened. Like they feel like they've hit the end. But here's the thing, guys. You got the 10 of Swords and the 10 of Wands. The 10 is completion. Like, do not give up 2 minutes before your miracles, because this is the ending. Okay? Whenever really bad things happen, once you complete this, you get through, and that's when you get blessed. It's kind of like the devil's attacking you right before you are about to be blessed. Ooh, I'm feeling tingles up and down my arms. Yep, that's confirmation from Spirit. Ooh, my left arm is like tingling like junk. The Emperor was on the bottom and it came out again. So this is you taking action. This is you being in your power. You could be an Aries energy, or you could be dealing with an Aries, also Virgo. But they want you to take action against these nightmares, because what they're wanting you to do is to, here, this is them telling you how to get through this darkness. But you have a true pair coming in. Fear, okay, fear is fake. Fear is not real. Fear is man-made. Like, the darkness that we feel is the things that scares us. Our dark side, the dark night of the soul. It's the things that held us back. It's the things that we refuse to look at. The things that, you know, gave us so much trauma at one point. Kind of like how if you self-isolate as an adult when you're going through stuff, it's actually a trauma response from childhood wounding, which is when you were a child, you were left alone all the time to deal with your own problems because your parents wouldn't help you through your emotions. They left you alone to deal with everything yourself. And so as an adult, you self-isolate as a trauma response. And that is something that needs to be healed. Something that, the big thing that needs to be healed is if you have a true pair person, you need to be able to go and talk to them. But you're afraid and you're fighting, and I have a feeling you're fighting yourself. You're fighting yourself against going and talking to your counterparts. You're having these nightmares. You're fighting yourself during the day, you know, and I don't know if you're wanting to just move on and be a player, but Spirit's telling you, you know, Spirit is telling you you're going to go through nightmares. If you do not pay attention, this is your true counterpart. Literally, Emperor, Empress. This is your happiness. But you're hiding shit from this person, and you cannot hide stuff from your person. And it's kind of like you not wanting to see that this is your person. You're not wanting to acknowledge this is my true person, that this is where I'm supposed to be. This is somebody's end all be all, and they're about to fuck it up. because they won't open up and talk. Because this person is, if this is your counterpart, there's about to be another player enter the game. If you don't get your shit right. We've got a King of Swords hopping up on the scene because someone was forced to look for something else while they were waiting for this communication. This communication about the happiness. Maybe this person wanted your counterpart, whichever you are, whether you're the Empress or the Emperor, it doesn't matter. Someone was wanting to come in to talk to you about the happiness. I mean, you've got the fucking 10 of Cups and the Sun. That's like ultimate happiness. But you have all of this dark stuff here that needs to be healed. There's a lot of healing that needs to be done in this connection. But to do it, you have to talk. There might be 2 people coming in. 3. I just heard 3. Oh yeah. The Hermit and the King of Wands. This is saying while you're isolating yourself, like if you are an Emperor, if you're isolating away from your person and you're telling them just to move on, there's 2 male masculine energies that are going to enter this feminine's life this week. That she's actually going to open up to because you've pushed her away, and it will be your greatest nightmare. Because she will move on, and that will fucking hurt you. It's because you're in Page energy. You're blocking things off. You've been hurt in the past, and you're looking back at them like it's like you have a little baby sword in here. Is like, if you come close to me, I'll cut you. You know, but you're a page. You're in Page energy. It's like you're playing games. You're like, no, don't come close to me, knowing that you want them to come close to you. You're like, no, I have boundaries up, knowing that you want them to try to break them down. But this is Spirit saying, do not fucking play games with your happiness. They're telling you this right now. Communicate. Stop fucking, because this is the card of looking out, waiting for your ships to come in. Your ships are fucking in. However, if you don't hop on that ship, like literally you're going to end up on one that's not yours. Could end up on the fucking Titanic or something. I don't know. Shit. Here's another fucking king. A King of Cups. Someone's going to come in and offer someone love. Because you didn't want to look at it because it was scary to you. Because you put up your boundaries because you weren't sure how things would go. And so you wanted to control things. You wanted to be in player energy and childlike energy and be like, oh, it's fine. We're going to just do whatever. And this is Spirit saying, no, it's fucking time to grow up. You can't be in Page energy. You're a fucking Emperor or Empress. Get your shit together. Stop playing these games like, oh, I'm just a little child riding on a horse, you know. Because that's fucking creating your blockages. Your happiness is here with your true person while you're in the hermit mode. You need to communicate, even if it causes a fight and it hurts. Because you need to look out and see what it is that you want, which is probably this passion with this person. Or you need to communicate about looking back to heal if someone took passion to someone else and they tried to hurt you, and now you're in the logical mindset instead of being open with your heart. You have to communicate this. This is Spirit saying this is still it's still free will. But this is Spirit's warning to you. If you don't fucking open up and communicate, you're going to lose your true counterpart. Like, for good. Like, this is not a joke anymore, because you're coming in in the Page of Pentacles energy to a pre-empress. And you're going to defend yourself about why you only gave just a little bit of love. Because you were looking out. Are you fucking kidding me? Because you were looking to see if you could play with somebody else. And now you want to make things, right. You could have to tell this person that you were considering fucking around with somebody else. Because there are way too many fucking pages on this. Unless you have a shit ton of children that are yours that you're taking care of. And these children are coming and talking to this Empress about things, about how they want to feel stable, and stuff like that. So some people have just children coming to talk to them. Someone could even be talking to a father about how they feel like they have to defend themselves because they only gave a little bit of love. And you have a child who is coming to an Empress to talk about something that makes them feel stable, something that makes them feel safe, something that makes them feel loved and happy. But for the majority, this is... Yeah, that's where the kid would be. If the kid is 6, they're coming in, they're just going to talk to you about the things that made them happy, so just take this reading as it resonates. It's a collective, so it's going to be, everybody has their own little part here. But if you have been hurt or someone has hurt you, there has got to be a communication, or literally there are so many other players that are about to enter this. And I have a feeling that right now your person still has their heart blocked off so that no one else can come in, but Spirit is telling them, this person, it's time to let go and to move on. If this person is not willing, they have been warned. This could be you realizing, hopefully, if you're hearing my reading, realizing that you need to hurry up and get back to your fucking Empress. Even if you only have just a little bit to offer her. Because there's a possibility this Empress won't even look at it anymore once you tell your truth. But Spirit is saying, you've got to be strong. You have to have the strength to get through this. To tell them why you've taken so long to come and offer them this Pentacles, and why it is that you felt bound and trapped to something, to a point where you wanted to walk away from them and feeling like the grass is greener on the other side. Because justice has, and that justice has to come for a choice that you made, and change has to happen so that you could bring the stability back to this. In other words, this is Spirit saying, if you want this connection, if you want your true counterpart, you're going to have to take accountability. You're going to have to go and you're going to have to open up. You're going to have to talk to this person, and it is not fucking going to be easy. And this could be your actual fucking nightmare, as having to talk about feelings and communicating and stuff like this. But Spirit's saying, for those of you who actually do it, this is going to help you grow. And when you grow in this, when this Empress helps you open up, you're going to be able to help them change as well. And you're going to grow together. Okay? No relationship is perfect. Everybody makes mistakes. Everybody deserves a second chance. I can't promise you about 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th times, if that's the case, I don't know. For some of you guys, this is just, if you never ask, the answer is going to be no. Literally, the past few days, I've heard, you have not because you ask not. You have not because you ask not. You have not because you ask not. Are you wanting this person? Then fucking ask for them back. If they say no, then you know. If they say yes, then there's a lot of healing and a lot of shit that's got to be fixed. Because if they're not gonna, if you don't go ask, somebody else is about to. This is Spirit saying, there is no more being selfish. There is no more holding yourself back from this person. If you're going to go towards this person, you have to be opened up. You cannot be greedy, and you have to be willing to give. You cannot hold on and, like, it's kind of like, you know, if another childhood trauma, if you were never gave love as a child, you want to soak up all the love that everybody else gives you, but you don't want to give it back because you're too afraid that it's going to deplete what you have. It doesn't. It regenerates. Okay? If you give love, then you can receive love. The only thing that you have to replenish is your energy, and that takes healing. So someone has to someone is going to manifest. I don't know if this is an earth sign. I don't know if they're manifesting an earth sign, because this is King of Pentacles. But they're manifesting someone stable who will give to them equally. They don't want a player, because they know that if they choose the player, they're going to regret it. And this is Spirit also warning whoever's acted like the player who could have cheated. If you keep staying in this mode, because now you have all of the pages, that's pretty much like Spirit smacking you upside the face, being like, hey, dumbass, get your shit together. Because if you don't, you're going to fucking regret it with the Five of Cups here. Because you're too proud and you're too much in your ego to fucking turn around and look at the cups that you do have. Because you feel like you knocked off. It's kind of like a child who spills a cup and then sits down and cries, instead of getting up, cleaning up the cups, and then turning around and picking up the cups that they have left. Yeah. You need to get over this bullshit energy and go make someone an offer that you're actually going to put the work in, and offer the love. And that is what will complete this karmic cycle that you have right here, and it will bring in the judgment, which is being able to bring something back together, raising something from the dead, and you will have 1,000 options open up to you as long as you stay in this love energy. Even marriage, your passion may return, but it's all going to happen when you have a change of mindset, when you take the time to heal, because this is fucking what you've been wishing for. If you've been praying for love, this person, Spirit is telling you, or your spirit guide is telling you, or your ancestor who's passed on, whatever, they're telling you, this is what you've been praying for. If you've been praying for love, this is your love. If you've been praying for, healing, this is the end of the brokenness. Everything is about to change. Change. Big things are about to open. You're about to see what is the actual problem and what actually causes the disharmony. It's something from the past. It could be an ex that you never let go of. There's a possibility also, with the way that this person's looking, somebody could have fucking cheated with someone, one of their exes. And that's what caused all of this. Because they cheated with their exes and now they don't want to talk about it. I'm sorry, but if you fuck up and you hurt someone really bad, you're going to have to fucking talk about it. And this person, has been in the energy of the Four of Coins, like closed off, holding in what they know, what they feel, all this other kind of stuff. And Spirit's saying, no, if you fucking want love, you can't do that shit no more. The choice is still yours, though. You still have free will. Spirit will never make you choose something. So you're always free to make any choice you want. You're just not free from the consequences of the choice that you do make. All right, and what is this person, this passed on loved one, want to tell you? Tears cleanse the soul. This is somebody who's afraid to cry. It's not your fault is in reverse. In other words, they're saying it could be your fault, but it's not technically all your fault because these things had to happen. You know, it was, there's lessons that are going to be learned within this. It could have been your fault, but you need to open up and you got to feel it to heal it. You got to talk about it. You got to get it out. You have to feel it to heal it. Tears actually, even if you look up the scientific to it, you know, tears actually help heal your soul. I don't give a fuck what any, like, macho bullshit that people say about how you shouldn't fucking cry. No, technically, scientifically, it actually heals your body. Okay? And someone could be crying at night and hiding it. They don't want people to know. Some people, I just heard some people are like sneaking off and crying in the bathroom in their shower or whatever because they don't want anybody else to see. But Spirit's saying it is your fault. You did fuck up, but it's not all your fault because through this, lessons are going to be learned as long as you take the next steps that you're guided to take. As long as you're listening to Spirit. 2626 on the clock. I'll have to look up that angel number. Actually, I have the book. I think this is it. Let's see. All right, we'll look up 26 because it don't go to that far. Positive affirmation. Help your situation improve quickly. The angels urge you to only think and speak about your desires and not to affirm your fears, as they are just an illusion. It's what I said from the very beginning. Fear is false. It's fake. It's something that, you know, I mean, it is a feeling that we feel, but it's man-made. You know, it wasn't designed in the package because fear pushes away love. Because hate is not the opposite of love. Hate is actually love that has been damaged in this energy. Fear is what pushes love away. When we close off our hearts, when we think we're not good enough and no one will be able to love us, so we just close it off. It's kind of like another childhood trauma about how you were made to feel insecure about how you look. Maybe you were picked on as a child. And I mean, I'll be the first to tell you, I was picked on big time as a child. Why do I wear big hoodies? It's a comfort for me. Because that makes me feel safe. It makes me feel like I don't know how to explain it. It is still a trauma response. Like, I mean, I still do dress nice and everything like that whenever I want, but that's what makes me feel safe. It makes me feel safe. It makes me feel hidden and secure. It makes me feel comfortable. And a lot of times our comforts are the things that helped us get through as a child. So if you were a child and you're picked on for how you looked, or maybe you're in a relationship and someone's picking on you because you gained weight, and that's fucking wrong. I'm going to tell you that right now. Because and especially if it's a female, if a man is picking on a female because they've gained weight, well, there's a possibility you're going to be bald. There's a possibility you're going to get fat. There's going to be a possibility, you know, that all of these things that happen to you sexually, that you won't work anymore. Are you going to be okay when I fucking start picking on you for that shit? Or do you want to be my fucking partner and love me through my damaged part? Because if I've opened up to love you through your damaged part, then you need to fucking open up and love me through mine. That's the way it goes. It's fucking 50-50. Someone needs to give equally and shut the fuck up. Okay? You know, if someone's not attracted to you because they're body top, then let them go choose somebody else. And I guarantee that fucking person will hurt them. Because what you do to one will be done right back to you. So if they leave you because of the way that you look, guess what's about to happen to them as soon as they go into their next connection? Something superficial will make their person leave. It's just the way it happens. It happens to help teach us a lesson. The lesson is, don't be a fucking dick. All right. Yeah, don't be a dick and fucking cry when you need to. Yeah, you fucked up. If this is your reading, yeah, you fucked up. Spirit's even telling you, yeah, you fucked up big time. But it's okay. Because Spirit's still there. What's for you will always be for you until you purposely don't choose it. And Spirit's telling you right now, this is your go time, because we had the Knight of Swords there. You need to go and you need to speak to this person to have something change, because whoever it is that you're connecting to, there needs to be a change of mindsets. You need to see something from their point of view, and you both have to open up so that you both can see things from the opposite side of you. But whoever fucked up is the one that needs to go talk. Okay? It can't be the other person who didn't fuck up going to chase after the person who did. Because that's not the way it works. Spirit's saying they're not going to let that happen no more. You're going to have to take accountability, because when the other person chases you, you don't take accountability for what you've done. You don't give a fuck, because you just think, I got away with it and I'll keep being able to get away with it. And Spirit's saying, this is your last chance, bud. You're about to be fucking done, and you're about to lose your person. 31 on the clock, and I'll pull this last angel number, and then we will get off of this. 31. The Ascended Masters to ask you to look past all earthly illusions and see the divine perfection within you. Other people and your current situation, as you see divine perfection in your mind, it manifests externally in your relationships, career, health, and other life areas. Yeah, this is somebody who could also be getting sick, because the things that are on the outside, when you eat toxic things, like if you eat mold or something like that, that was outside of you, and you know it's poisonous and it's toxic, and you eat it. If you hold it in you, it's gonna come out one way or another. It's either gonna come out through your mouth, you're gonna puke it up, or it's gonna come out the other way as just pure shit, you know? So that's what I have for you. I hope this helped. I'm going to pull one more from your person who's passed on. What affirmation do they want you to go with this week? Shit is going down with your job. Something might happen with your job. Reevaluate, change your perspective, or fucking quit. And believe what you see. Face reality or live in fucking la la land. Choose bravely. Yeah, this is someone who's telling you, get your shit together. Like, you're fucking tricking yourself. This is like somebody who, they're saying, you know, you're wanting to see the playful la la land and think that everything's perfectly fine, when all that is again another trauma response. You don't look at the other person, you're not seeing the other person, because it's like a narcissistic trait where you're focused on what's up with you and you're not seeing the other person's side of you. You're not seeing what's going on. So when that happens, that's why you see men or women who all of a sudden their partner gets up and leaves, and they're like, I'm completely unhappy, I want a divorce, and the other person's like, what the fuck, I thought we were happy. And what it is this person never gave any attention to their counterpart, because it's a trauma response, because it's an ego thing of they seen their parents do the same toxic shit, and they think that that's how it's supposed to work in relationships, and it's not healthy. And that's why people who just instantly walk up and leave, the other counterpart has no idea, and it's because they did not give the love, they didn't give the time and attention, they didn't give equally to their partner. Otherwise they would know that their partner was unhappy. Because especially if it's a female leaves long before She's been unhappy for a long time. And this person could have been saying stuff and saying stuff and saying stuff. And the other person's like, well, you're just fucking nagging me. No. What they're doing is they're telling you that shit is wrong, and you're taking it as defensive, and instead of working through it, you're fucking leaving it and not working through it. And so what do you expect's going to happen, except for one day you're going to wake up and your partner's going to be gone? It's because you never validated them. You never made them important. And at some point in their life, Spirit's like, listen, you got to go. Because you're losing you now. Because this person has made you feel so invalid that now you don't even find yourself valid, and it's time to leave so that you can find you again and love you again. If this person is not going to listen to the warnings, and this is Spirit, again, it's a lot of trauma that needs to be healed, guys. Whatever you are thinking about, don't do it. What is it? Now is not the fucking time. Ooh. It's about moving on. Someone's thinking about going and being with somebody else when this is the time Spirit's testing someone's loyalty. Someone's thinking maybe I should go see if the grass is greener. And Spirit's saying, don't fucking do it. Now, I've already put that warning out this week that if you are ending a relationship and you don't heal this before you move on, guess what you're going to fucking attract? The exact same shit that's going to waste your life again. Especially if you have a counterpart here, do not fucking play with anybody else until you know for sure that you do not want this person, or they move on. If they move on and they go to play with somebody else, then that's your thing. If not, then whatever. You know, but now's not the time to just pick up and run into a new relationship, because running into a new relationship is not what's going to heal the shit of the past. You have to, as the Hermit pops up here, you have to go inside and you need to heal you. There is so much trauma in this. It's almost toxic. There is so much that needs to be healed, and so much that needs to come out and be broken, or like busted wide open. And that tower needs to fall, because what happens when the tower falls completely? The dust settles, and then you can see a brand new view of everything that you were not able to see before. This gigantic wall, this gigantic tower that was blocking your view, that was becoming a big burden that someone could not climb over to get to you. And now you're free and open to see what's there and how you can rebuild. Anyways, that's what I have for you guys. I hope this helped. I keep saying I'm done. I'm gonna pull one more. Our ancestors, passed on loved ones. One more closing word from you towards your person, towards my collective. Just one. I am just a thought away. They're telling you they're there. And look, some of these people, it's a child. And if you've lost a child, I'm so sorry. But they are actually there helping guide you. They can see things you can't see. They can give you the gist. They could come and whisper in your ear. Some people, I just heard it's a sister or brother that's passed on. I'm about to cry. I don't like hearing about children that get hurt. Anyways, yeah, we're going to close right there. That's what I have for you guys. Until next time, as always, stay weird. Bye.